Conversion process through discipleship requires the 3 C's of conscious, consistent commitment to Christ. You have conscious, consistent commitment to Christ in fellowship and the word. This results in the formation of Christ. Galatians 4:19 says, "My little children, of whom I travail in bed until Christ is formed in your life." So, the conscious, consistent commitment to Christ leads to conversion and observable transformation into Christ-likeness. The second call, commission, takes place only according to the extent that the Holy Ghost has converted and empowered us. Before commission, the second call, it requires concentrated devotion to the Lord, especially in the word, fasting and prayers, like the teachers and prophets of the Antioch church. The commission requires concentrated devotion to the Lord, especially in the word, fasting and prayers, like the teachers and prophets of the Antioch church did. For the Holy Ghost to identify us in the midst of the crowded congregation and vast sea of humanity, believers, and separate us unto the honorous work of universal apostolic ministry, which he called us from rebirth. For every one of us, every single person that gets born again from rebirth has grace according to the measure of the gift of Christ. Ephesians chapter 4, 7-8. But do you know that not every person discovered that grace, that gift of Christ? Why? Because they never spend time on the word, fasting and praying. They don't even care. It's just that you get born again. Every person, every one of us is given grace according to the measure of the gift of Christ. As long as you are born again, you have a measure of the gift of Christ. But do you know not every person will discover it? Unto every one of us is giving grace. There is the gift of Christ. You are giving grace according to the measure of the gift of Christ. And 1 Peter says, as you have received him, minister him. So you have, once you get born again, you have a ministry. I said, once you get born again, you have what? There are some their own apostle. That is why the second call is usually drawn from the mountaintop, praying and devoted believers. Luke chapter 6, 12-19. Jesus went to the mountain all night. He didn't tell them he was going to choose apostles. When he finished praying, he came to them and said, Peter, come. Peter came. He said, John, follow. Andrew, follow. Andrew, follow. John, follow. When he came, including Judas. Judas was on top of the mountain. And then he chose them. And Matthias was there. He didn't choose Matthias. Matthias was that place. He didn't choose Matthias. He chose only 12. It was later that they had to choose Matthias. From the same principle. Even the call to ministry as deacons requires very high criteria of honest rapport, full of the Holy Ghost, wisdom and faith. Many are truly called, but few are chosen for the work of the ministry, who purge and make themselves ready for the master's use. Many never make it to the second call because they fell in the discipleship and conversion process that require total sanctification in conscious, consistent commitment of ministering unto the Lord in the word, fasting, and prayers.